I just wanted to record my... These are dried amanita muscaria mushrooms. And these babies are very potent and have to be consumed in the right way. Old hippies of the day used to eat them out in the field, which is really not recommended. No, I haven't eaten any yet. You don't eat them, actually. You make a tea out of them. And it's very important to chop them up like that. And you can kind of see they're almost kind of crunchy, but yet still kind of moist inside. It's really funky. It took about 3 hours to dry that in an oven like that. So basically, yeah, it's a trip. I've never done this. I've never picked them. I've never mushroom hunted ever in my life. And finally, I know they don't look like crap, right? Well, whatever. I just wanted to record it for posterity. That I've got more in the oven. You can dry these and in this form right here and just keep them in a container for a long time. They won't really go bad. And then when you want to consume some, you have to get the right amount. Like I would probably only do maybe that much to start. Just that little bit for me. And I've done shrooms before, but these are not psilocybin, cubenzis or liberty caps or anything. These are amanita muscaria. They're actually yellow, called yellow formosa fly agaric. Fly agaric. And, they're pretty cool when they're alive. I've got pictures of them and stuff, and they're just freaking awesome. But they get very big. They get like this big around, just huge. But anyway, they melt down into that. But like I said, you have to get these really dry. And when you dry them like this, I think it takes some toxin out. But what it does is produce the muscili, or I can't remember, musculi or something like that, the active ingredient that you want, the desired ingredient. So that's why it's not wise to... In fact, a video on YouTube said that, why am I filming? Can I film me? No, I don't want to film me. That's right. A YouTube video that showed me how to do this process, the right way to do it, the safe way to do it, is what it said. Gosh. It said that not any person, but just... Sorry, getting tired. Just that even if you've done magic mushrooms before or whatever, in the past or whatever, that's a good thing if you're going to do these, that you already done some, but you shouldn't even really have to take these. That's what it said. You shouldn't really even have to take these. But, and then what they were used for mainly was shamanistic rituals and stuff for thousands of years. People, tribes have used this fungus for that purpose, and they're very, very heavy, and everybody reacts different. Even to the same brew, when you make the same brew, people are going to act different. Not everybody's going to have the same high. So you got to be really careful who you give these to. You can't give them to weenies. These are not for fucking pussies. That's what I've learned about the amanita muscaria. And I haven't even taken them. before in my life. Now, my brother was down in Oregon coast back in the 70s, and he said they had red amanitas down there. We just call them red amanitas. They're Amanita muscaria. I don't know if they're Formosa. I don't think so. I think the yellow ones are called Formosa, fly agaric, and so the yellow ones they're called Formosa or something. I don't know, man. But anyway, the red ones basically do the same thing. There are different colors. I think there's bluish and pink colors too, found in different parts of the world. These are found all over the world. I happen to find them pure luck. Well, I don't know, man. I just went shroom hunting one day, and like I just seen them, and I go, "You got to be kidding me!" I knew exactly what they were, exactly, and I've never picked one before in my life ever, and I knew exactly what I was looking at. And see, these are all chopped up. So like this right here. Well, there's part of this. Oops. There's a stem, the bottom of a stem that actually came out of the dirt right there, and they're still a little soft, but they were a little bit wet because I had to wash them off first. Anyway, it's just a trip, man. I mean, like that's the top with the top. And there's the spores on this side. There's the top. And then what you do is you grind them all up in a coffee grinder, or not them all. Kill yourself about, like I said, I do the baby that much. In a coffee grinder, I mean, that's all I'd do. I wouldn't do any more than that. Maybe even just that many. Anyway, you grind them up in a coffee grinder, and then you boil some water, but it can't get over 190 degrees. You got to get a frickin' candy thermometer and put it in that bucket of water that you're boiling. You don't want to boil it. You want it between 175 and not over 190 consistently for like a half hour. And you just let it boil. But it has to, 185 would be great. You just keep it at 185 constantly for a half hour on the stove. And, whatever. And I don't know, a couple cups, half a thing of water. I don't know. It doesn't really say how much water. And then you strain it through a coffee filter and a strainer into your glass cup, whatever, and then let it cool down, and then you drink it. And that's all there is to that, Farmer John.